Well, I think it's really doing your due diligence to when you go into partnerships, whether it's a distribution partnership, and really understanding people's intentions. I think when it comes to business, and you've got people that do business because they're passionate about it, you got people that do business because they want to make money. And when people are money focused, it unfortunately creates them to make bad decisions or do things that I would perceive to be unethical. So I think partnerships could be good, but understand doing your back end diligence and making sure you're partnering with the right people and giving people access that deserve access. I think there's some people out there that are really charming and they can put up a good front, and I see people getting burned by these people all the time. It's happened to me, on the landscaping side when you entrusting because you got a huge opportunity, like I just want to get this job done. And then on the flip side, I've seen on the distribution side too, where we've gone into partnership with people and really set them up for success. To then next thing you know, they're going behind their back and doing some white label knockoff stuff, and that hurts because my thing is I want everybody to do the ethical thing, and unfortunately, there's a different side of ethics when it comes to people in business, and I think knowing who you're partnering with can make or break you.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by 10X Nerds. If you're a business owner doing real revenue, there's a good chance you're overpaying in areas you haven't even looked at. Things like credit card processing, insurance, telecom, and more. 10X Nerds comes in, audits your expenses across 30 plus categories, and finds immediate savings. And here's the kicker. They only get paid if they save you money. It's a complete no-brainer. If you want to keep more of what you make, go check them out at 10xnerds.com. This episode is brought to you by Rakowski Law Firm. If you're a business owner or have built a level of wealth, but you don't have your estate plan dialed in, you're exposed. Rakowski Law Firm helps families and business owners protect their assets, avoid probate, and make sure everything transfers exactly how it should. This isn't just paperwork, it's a real strategy to protect your legacy. If you haven't looked at your plan in a while or don't have one, go to rakowskilawfirm.com. This episode is brought to you by my friend Silas Lagoy over at ForgeMark Wealth. If you're a high-income business owner or professional and feel like you're getting crushed by taxes, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not stuck. ForgeMark Wealth specializes in advanced legal tax strategies and wealth planning designed to help you keep more of what you make, grow it efficiently, and actually build long-term freedom, not just income. If you're making serious money but don't have a real strategy behind it yet, I highly recommend connecting with Silas and his team. What's up, everybody? This episode is sponsored by ExitWise. If you're a business owner thinking about selling your company, whether that's now or years down the road, you need to know what your business is actually worth and how to maximize that exit. That's exactly what ExitWise does. They help you prepare, position, and ultimately sell your business by assembling a world-class team of M&A experts around you, guiding you from valuation all the way through closing. If you want to know what your business is really worth and how to increase that number before you sell, go check out exitwise.com and get ahead of it.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Builders Bible podcast. Today, we're going to be covering a lot of key topics, the challenges, the pain points, growth, expansion, and many more. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoy it.
Cool. Well, Jimmy, appreciate your time. Thanks for hopping on the call with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So give me a little bit of background. How long have you been doing holiday lights? How'd you get into it? It's such a unique, industry. You don't really think about it. We think about like holiday lights. I'm going to run down to Home Depot, get some lights or buy it off Amazon or something. But yeah.
Yeah. So I've been in the lighting industry in general since 2002. Originally was a landscape contractor by trade. I mean, we actually got in the holiday lighting side of things because of our need for consistency for our employees. We weren't able, snow plowing wasn't reliable. We didn't have the ability to, generate a lot of landscaping because cold enough and wet enough, but not enough to be enough snow where there was consistency. We were like, what can we do? What can we do to retain our employees? We weren't actually even trying to get in it to make any money. It was just to retain employees was our key goal. And, so one thing led to the next. And, when we first started doing it, people were like, you hang Christmas lights? Like, yeah, we sure do. And they rocked their world. And now here we are where it's become a massive industry. And, now we're on the side of more the distribution side through a lot of training and developing coaching businesses. We don't charge for the coaching. We just give them the tools to go out there and be successful within the lighting industry, whether it's holiday, landscape, or Omni Permanent Lighting is a permanent lighting brand that we represent. And it's a lot of fun. It's a blast. So it's kind of cool to see how far the industry's come since 2002, last 24 years. And even the trajectory of where it's going. So it's a blast.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys have connections with, actual manufacturers themselves, buy the lights from them, and then you wholesale it, and also you guys install it too. Is that right?
Yeah. So we did have an installation business for many, many years. That has been transitioned over to another local company so that we
Okay.
primarily just focus on the menu. So we actually manufacture ourselves. So we manufacture and then we do import and distribute other people's products as well. But a lot of the key items we do manufacture. And then Omni RGB is actually our product line that we manufacture 100%.
Okay. Did you just say that was your permanent installation, like the permanent lighting?
Yeah. So Omni Permanent RGB is our permanent brand. So that's set up through, we have about 3,700 installers between US, Canada, and Mexico.
Oh, okay.
So they get through a certification program. Once they're certified, then they're able to install that within their local market. And then we have distribution partners throughout the country that help get the product in their hands.
Gotcha. Okay. And do you guys run the certification program, I assume, is that right?
We do. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
It's a no-cost certification program. There's some different options where they can get some additional tools and ongoing trainings or training manuals and things that they can bring back to their company. But what we call the Omni Technical is actually it's free. So there's no cost to get involved. There's no committed cost. It just depends on what type of certification I do go to.
Okay. I see. Gotcha. Yeah, I love those permanent lightings. A lot of people in the neighborhood have them too. So you can it's nice. I assume you guys have like an app or some sort of controller. You can just change the colors of the lights and, based on the holiday or the theme or whatever it is. Is that right?
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. So what we have the ability to do is ours are Bluetooth or Wi-Fi based, depending on the situation. So you have 16 million color options, unlimited individual control of every single light output within the system. And then we have a full line of other products that integrate with it. It's a complete ecosystem. We got bistro lighting, strip lighting, landscape lighting, flood lighting, wash lighting. So all these different elements come together to make that Omni system a system, which is really cool.
Oh, wow. Very cool. 16 million, you said?
Yeah, you get 16 million colors when you have an RGBW. We have a native white, which is a 3000 Kelvin white, and then you have a full range of over 16 million color options. Now, obviously, the human eye can't see 16 million colors. If you try to go through them and do them all, yes, technically you have. That's technically what you have.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't even know there were that many like color options. I guess different shades of different colors. And
so there's a 255 units, red, green, blue.
yeah.
So when you look at 255 times 254 times 253, that's what ultimately gives you that. So the saturation of the red, the saturation of green, saturation of blue, you go from 0 to 255. And so when you're using RGB, that's how it actually dials up the color, is it gives you a concentration of each one of those numbers, and that's what ultimately yields out the output color.
Okay. Gotcha. I see.
This episode is brought to you by Blue Collar Business Advisors. If you're running an HVAC, plumbing, electrical, or landscaping, or any other type of home service business and wondering where all the money is going despite growing your revenue, you need to talk to Paul Maskill. Paul has scaled and sold multiple blue-collar businesses and now helps business owners improve cash flow, profitability, and financial clarity through outsourced CFO services. His clients gain a better understanding of their numbers, build predictable profits, and create a business that supports the life they actually want. One of the things I appreciate most about Paul is he's not just a finance guy. He's been in the trenches as an owner. He understands the challenges of running blue-collar businesses because he's done it himself. If you're doing a few $1 million a year in revenue and want to stop guessing at your numbers and start building real wealth, head over to bluecollaradvisors.com. That's thebluecollaradvisors.com and schedule a discovery call with Paul and his team. Blue Collar Business Advisors, helping blue-collar business owners build financially healthy companies and achieve permanent profitability. This episode is brought to you by Corberry Digital. If you own an HVAC, plumbing, electrical, roofing, or home service business and you're tired of wondering where your next lead is coming from, you need to check out Corberry Digital. Corberry specializes exclusively in helping home service companies dominate their local markets through SEO, Google Ads, local service ads, websites, content marketing, and lead generation systems that actually produce a measurable ROI. Their team doesn't just focus on clicks and impressions. They help contractors lower customer acquisition costs, increase qualified leads, and build a marketing engine that scales. What I like about Corberry is they understand the blue collar space. They aren't trying to be everything to everyone. Their entire focus is helping trades businesses win in their backyard and generate more profitable jobs. If you're looking to grow your business, improve your online visibility, and build a marketing system that works, visit Corberry.com and schedule a strategy session with their team. That's Corberry.com. Tell them you heard about them on the podcast. This episode is brought to you by Jonathan Keim and the teams at 360 Commercial Roofing and Top Roof Marketing. If you own or manage commercial property, or you're a roofing contractor looking to grow, Jonathan has spent more than a decade helping businesses protect their buildings and scale through proven commercial roofing and marketing systems. His companies specialize in commercial roofing solutions, roof asset management, and marketing built specifically for the roofing industry. Whether you need a trusted commercial roofing partner or want to generate more qualified roofing leads, check out 360 Commercial Roofing or Top Roof Marketing. You can go to www.360, like 360, commercialroofing.com, and Top Roof Marketing, www.toproofmarketing.com. Now let's get into today's episode.
So how long have you been doing this, just doing the lighting? Your sole focus, I guess what I'm trying to say is, how long have you been doing the lighting for? I know you started off with just like employee retention, but then moving to this full time, how long has that been? Or how many years ago was that?
Yeah, so this side of the lighting, as far as on the distribution and training and that sort of thing, we've been doing this since 2014.
Okay.
But really didn't do it well. The first 4 to 5 years, we really started cranking it around 2020 is when we were like, you know what, there's a real need for this, for us to go out there and help people understand how to price and do things like that. So I'd say really over the last 5-6 years is when we really kind of cranked up the volume on what our definition of distribution means.
Gotcha. What's been some of the challenges you've been facing going through since doing that? You said 2014 you weren't doing it too well, and then now you're really cranking it up. So what's been some of the challenges you've been working on?
Well, it was so much more the intent. It was more there before. It was kind of just, oh yeah, we can sell product to people, cool, and they just come in and buy product and wash their hands with it. But what I think we've really established ourselves is we want to have a really good relationship with the customers, and we view it more of a partnership than a distribution to client rate, partnership. It's like if we can give them the tools to be successful and enable them to make good decisions and make sure they're being profitable and make sure they're enjoying their job, ultimately, that the only way we're going to win is if we can help these other contractors win. So really giving them the tools to be successful and making sure they're building sustainable businesses that are making money and they got a good culture and they're having fun, and bringing them a complete innovative line of products and as we go throughout, right? So just don't just get content with where we are. Continue to push the norm a little bit and help them see the opportunities that are available and give them the tools to be able to go out there and
Sure, absolutely. How's the rest of the year panning out for you guys? And we're just done with Q1. How'd that go? And then how's the rest of 2026 looking?
So Q1 was January was unbelievable on the permanent lighting game. Obviously, the Christmas side is at takedown the whole month of January. So typically sales are pretty slow. But this year, our sales in Omni were about 400x of what we expected.
Wow.
And then February was definitely slow for us. I think a lot of weather all over the place really kind of impacted that. And then March was really good once again. We got some Christmas. We do a Christmas pre-orders, and that's usually showing you how confident guys are in their markets and where they kind of left things off last year. And so pre-order volume was down. People a little bit more nervous, maybe, or they just honestly, I think it's a cash flow issue. Guys aren't making the amount of money they need to be making. Costs are rising, and they're not adjusting their prices quick enough. So the profit numbers, I think we definitely got to work with, continue to work with these guys to understand what profit really means. And then April starting off really strong. So I think overall it was a really good quarter of Omni sales. Christmas commitment right now. There's no need to buy Christmas now.
Yeah,
there's just programs in place to get them, little incentives here or there, and we didn't see a huge participation there like ideally we would have. So that just tells me guys are a little tight on cash. So they're spending a lot of money on jobs that they can produce now, but they just don't have the extra cash flow to be able to invest in their business. So I think that's, where we're at. And I think we'll continue to see that through summer. I do think this Christmas season is going to be a strong one.
Yeah. Good for you guys. For you guys. Yeah. It's, you guys kind of expanding on that. A couple years down the road, I guess 3 to 5 years, like where do you guys want offices all over? Just more distribution partners?
So our brand, Lights for Decorators, is kind of a parent company, if you will. We do plan to add 1 or 2 more additional physical locations that we distribute from. And then I think beyond that, that's pretty much going to be where we are. We do have lots of really other good distribution partners that we work with throughout the country. So continuing to help them be successful and, drive business to them will obviously be a big, of high importance, as we move forward as well.
Sure.
So I think the permanent lighting game is going to continue to go sky high. I think we're barely taxing out on the runway at this point. I think there's tons of opportunity, and people are getting into it now are really gonna be able to look back and be, wow, I'm so happy I made that decision to jump on board because it's hot. It's very hot.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's awesome. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't want to be taking down lights every single year, have them up for just a couple of weeks and then take them down. And it's kind of a pain. And you got to store them downstairs
Yep.
and all that stuff. So
Yep.
yeah, I get it. I get it. It's so yeah, talk to me a little bit about business. Do your vendors and distributors, do they mainly work with residential? Do you do a lot of commercial or that?
It's both. So obviously, a lot of volume of actual customer touches is very heavy on the residential side,
Right.
but dollars of revenue, the commercial opportunities are huge. We definitely support both sides of the market. We also have and support on the holiday side the interior decorating market, which is a whole nother market. So yeah, so it's tons of options there as far as what we do. We offer over 13,000 SKUs of total product. So we have a lot of product to offer. And then the distribution side, we have some distributors that are really geared towards the contractor servicing the residential market. And you got some that are really driving the commercial side of things. So we kind of got a good mix of both.
Yeah.
Some,
Yeah.
when I say commercial, that's municipalities, that's theme parks, amusement parks. So it's really kind of a pretty broad term when it comes to our industry.
Gotcha. When I say commercial, I guess I didn't really think about, the theme parks and amusement parks, those big areas like that. Yeah. So I'm sure those are pretty big. Yeah. Yeah. What was I going to ask? I'm drawing a blank. Oh yeah. The amount of products you guys offer, like where do you guys manufacture all these?
So we have India, we have China, Cambodia,
Okay.
Philippines, Mexico. So we pretty much, we have some stuff that comes from the European markets as well. So a little bit of everything actually.
Wow. Okay. Good for you guys. And those are just building relationships over the years, and saying, hey, I need this. Can you guys do this type of stuff?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much. Gotcha.
Yeah. It's different countries do different things really well. And, there's some stuff that we manufacture here in the States too, but when it comes to lighting and things of that nature, we're just not quite up to snuff here in the U.S. market to be able to produce that stuff economically. But we do a lot of our plastics and molded type products that are done here. Some more of our custom fabricated pieces are done here in the States as well. When you're doing mass production of stuff, it's so much cheaper to leverage these other opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, completely agree. Revenue wise, what do you guys think you'll be doing?
So total top line revenue, I think we kind of segment it all down. But if we look at the big umbrella, we'll be this year probably in the about 10 to 11 range, 10 to 11 million.
Okay. Oh, good for you guys. What's been I like to ask a question. What's been like a big oopsie, something you wish you could have taken back, just over the years you've been doing it. It's like, I wish I kind of had that one back, or shit moment type of thing.
Well, I think it's really doing your due diligence to when you go into partnerships, whether it's a distribution partnership, and really understanding people's intentions. I think when it comes to business, and you've got people that do business because they're passionate about it, you got people that do business because they want to make money. And when people are money focused, it unfortunately creates them to make bad decisions or do things that I would perceive to be unethical.
Right.
So I think partnerships could be good, but doing your back end diligence and making sure you're partnering with the right people and, giving people access that deserve access. I think there's some people out there that are really charming and they can put up a good front, and I see people getting burned by these people all the time. It's happened to me, on the landscaping side when you entrusting because you got a huge opportunity, like I just want to get this job done. And then on the flip side, I've seen on the distribution side too, where we've gone in partnership with people and really set them up for success. To then next thing you know, they're going behind their back and doing some white label knockoff stuff, and that hurts because my thing is I want everybody to do the ethical thing, and unfortunately, there's a different side of ethics when it comes to people in business, and I think knowing who you're partnering with can make or break you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, it has to be a good fit, good cultural fit, good partnership fit. Really, you name it. I mean, there's definitely a lot of employees out there that are in there just to collect a paycheck. Get in, get out, that type of thing. Just as you alluded to. So on top of that, what's your guys' biggest need right now?
The biggest what?
Biggest need.
I would say, I'd say my answer to that question is pretty much always the same. Always refining systems and processes to make it scalable, right? So as things change, as the economy changes, as the market changes, as the interest level of things change, how do you adapt? How do you adapt to win within those different markets? I'm so constantly pushing to be better. And I think that's all system process based, because that ultimately is where all clarity is derived from. So I think that's a constant evolution for us. As we grow and as we transition, it's keeping employees motivated, keeping employees part of the wins, keeping that culture high. It all comes back to systems, processes, and being able to hold people accountable.
Yeah. I definitely get that. But also reward your employees too when things go well.
Absolutely.
And job. So yeah, I'm all about treating everybody correctly. So, but
Absolutely.
yeah. So, but Jimmy, where can they find you? I know you're busy. You're on a job right now, so I don't want to take up too much of your time. But where can they find you?
Yeah, so I'm not a big social media guy, unfortunately, but we do. I do dabble around on Facebook a little bit. So it's Jimmy Tompkins on Facebook, but our company name's lightsfordecorators.com. It's lights, plural, lightsfordecorators.com. And then we have Omni RGB.com. So those are the best ways if people are interested in getting Omni certified or whatever. You can go on Omni, the website, see all the list of upcoming certifications that can jump on. You could also see those on the Lights for Decorators site as well. And if people are interested in getting into, holiday lighting or landscape lighting, we do trainings and things all throughout the year as well. So yeah, that would be the best way to find us and link up with us and see how we could help you out.
Yeah. Okay. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, there you have it, everybody. There you go. Jimmy, appreciate your time. Thanks so much. Yeah. Stick around. I actually have a quick question for you.
Okay.
Hey, everyone. We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Builders Bible Podcast. If you have any questions or if you want to be on an episode, reach out anytime. Alex at kings-coaching.co. Talk to you guys soon.